Couple of days ago I got 3 new Ganzo knives in my mailbox. It's the G732, the G733 and the G740. Before we do anything else, let's see some measurements on them. I didn't weigh this knives, but around 130 grams, 140 maybe, 150 grams. That you can find out for yourself. Let's see the length of the blade first. It's 4.8 millimeters, 3.73 inches. The handle are 120.56 millimeters or 4.74 inches. Thickness of the handle are 13.8 millimeters or 0.54 inches. The thickest part of the handle are, that's difficult, but around 28.2 millimeters or 1.11 inches. The blade thickness are 3.19 millimeters or 0.125 inches. This reminds me about Spyderco Endura. Here I have the Navy K633 with also 440C steel. I did a comparison with the actual Endura. I don't have Endura now, I'm sorry for that, but as you see, there's no doubt about which knife was inspired by Ganzo when they made the 732. This has stainless steel liner, so it just has the same design as the Spyderco Endura. Good feeling in my hand. I have large hands, and one thing I didn't like about it was the short choil. You have a small 50-50 choil down here. You can't use it. I feel I must do that grip. If I am going to use that choil, I'm holding the edge on my finger, so that's ridiculous. That choil should be larger. But for the price, it's a very good knife. Very early lockup, but that will definitely be better with the time. Good ergonomics, feels good in my hand. So I can recommend it, but you must be aware of the choil and are there anything else? No, I think the choil and the early lockup are the only things I can say that ain't positive with the 732. So let's put that one to side and measure the 733. The blade length is 91.6 millimeters, 3.61 inches. The handle length are 119.3 or 4.69 inches. Thickness of the handle are the same as the 32, 13 millimeters or 0.51 inches. Thickest part of the blade are 29.3 millimeters or 1.15 inches. And the blade thickness, I almost forgot that one. Let's see. It's 3.17 millimeters or 0.125 inches. And this one has axis lock, and the knife that Spyderco uses to make this model are the Spyderco stretch, the first one. As you see, it's the same blade shape, a little different handle shape, but the blade are so close to the Spyderco stretch. So if you want to buy Spyderco stretch but ain't sure, maybe try the Ganzo G734 first. Use this as a beater. This one has a good choil, but there are no serrations on the choil. Decent for tasks that you usually do, but if you want to choke up and do some finer, little more heavy duty works, don't feel secure about the choil. It's too high up here for my thumb. You can do it, but I would not recommend it. The stretch are way better if you are going to choke up and do some fine works. Here you have much better grip. So the ergonomics on the Ganzo are not as good as the original, but for the price, around $15–16 or so, it's a good buy. Not good buy, no. But it's a good buy. So ergonomics are good. Good in my hand, no hot spots. You can choke up, but the thumb would mostly rest around the thumb hole. Here we have no, I can't recommend that. But it's a good knife overall. Some small problems with them, but for the price, I almost must recommend it. And the last one is the 740. It's a big knife. Just a little moment. Let's take some measurements on this one too. It's 100.7 millimeters or 3.96 inches. Big blade. The handle are 132 millimeters or 5.19 inches. The handle thickness are 13.6 millimeters or 0.54 inches. The widest part of the handle are 27.9 millimeters or 1.09 inches. The blade thickness are 3.52 millimeters or 0.138 inches. 0.138 inches, we say. This is a very large knife. But if you shorten the knife a little bit, you will see this is actually let's call it Ontario Rat 1 XL. This one is the Ganzo 727. This one is a tiny bit shorter than the original Ontario Rat 1. So this one would be an XL size. You see the shape of the blade are identical. It's just a little longer. No one of this has the finger choil I love, but you would have really big hands not to fit in this one. When you are going to do some fine, maybe little hard work, the thumb rest is decent, not very good, but decent, and the finger stops here in the choil on the handle. So you can do some fine works a little heavy duty. But I have a little problem with this, and that's the handle shape. The ergonomics are not fitted to my hands. The small 727 has much better grip and ergonomics in my hands than the 740. I can't figure out why the 740 are so bad, has so bad ergonomics in my hand, but I can't fit it good in my hands. That's something I can't say why, but the ergonomics are not good, and the lack of choil, even if there are space for it, I don't like that. But I know several others who have the 740 love it. They just love it. So it's maybe just my hands it won't fit, but when I do review, I do it with my hands, not everybody else's hands. So here you have it, the 3 new Ganzos from China, 440C steel. Pick your choice, pick your poison, or just leave it alone. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.